President Obama weighed in for the first time on the issue of the role of racism in his presidency. Let's see what he had to say.
Republicans have strongly rejected charges that race played a role in their opposition.
I am, like a lot of Americans, concerned and disagree with the president's policies and approaches, from the stimulus spending to this healthcare strategy. Am I a racist because I disagree with that? I don't think so.
There are people who dislike me because they think I'm a liberal.
The president doesn't see racism in mainstream opposition to him, but he does see it on the fringes.
I think there's a reason why attitudes about my presidency among whites in northern states are very different from whites in southern states. So, are there folks whose primary concern about me has been that I seem foreign, the other? Are those who champion the birther movement, feeding off of bias? Absolutely.
Yeah, so this segment on YouTube got a massive number of dislikes. And I really don't understand why, because Fareed Zakaria said it right there. He doesn't view mainstream opposition to him as racism. He sees it on the fringes. That's a pretty banal, straightforward, accurate statement. Like, really? Not even on the fringes is there racism against him? Because the first thing he said is, they don't like me because I'm a liberal. Well, okay. Correction, they don't like you because you're a Democrat. You're not really all that liberal. But yeah, you're a Democrat, and they don't like Democrats. Look at how they treated Bill Clinton when he was in office. Look at how they treated any Democrat. They don't like Democrats. They're Republicans. So yes, the mainstream opposition is that. But it is true that with Obama, there is a fringe element that is, yes, it does stem from tribalism and bigotry. Now, before everybody flips out, understand that there are two facts that, in my mind, prove that. So the first one is 41% of Republicans think Obama is Kenyan. So they don't think he's born in the United States. Now, maybe at some point, that was a concern because, hey, the president's got to be born here and there are understandable reasons for that and so on and so forth. But Obama has released his short form birth certificate. They said, that's not enough. That's not enough. We don't believe you. We think it's fake. Then he released his long form birth certificate. They went, that's still not enough. Still not enough. Then he went into the archives of a Hawaiian newspaper that announced his birth. He's born in Hawaii. And they found it. They're like, oh, look, the announcement of his birth. They go, we don't believe that either. So you have short form birth certificate, long form birth certificate, Hawaiian newspaper archive that nobody fucking touched until they wanted to, okay, we got to dig it up and say, oh, look, there's the announcement of Obama's birth. Like, what the fuck do you think happened? What we'll do is, we know he's born in Kenya, but we're going to, on the day of his birth, call Hawaii, go to Hawaii and fucking tell them, can announce this birth in Hawaii, because eventually Barack Hussein Obama is going to run for president and he's going to win. No. Guys, even fucking Bill O'Reilly is like, yeah, the people who say he's not born in America and he's Kenyan, they're crazy. They're crazy and they're wrong. Bill O'Reilly says that. By the way, who was a leader in the birther movement not that long ago? Donald Trump. So what reason is there, if all the evidence and all the data and all the information is available, to say this guy is American? What reason is there? What motive is there to say, no, he's not one of us, no. I wonder, what makes him different from other Democratic presidents who got a lot of shit, but never got that particular variety of shit? His skin color. Look, John McCain wasn't born in America. You're like, what? So think about it. At the same time, people were going nuts about where Obama was born. John McCain wasn't born in America. Total pass. The Republicans, I don't care. We'll vote for him anyway. So it doesn't matter when it's him, but it matters when it's Obama. Even though Obama wasn't born outside of the U.S., he was born in the U.S., and McCain was born outside of the U.S. McCain was born on a military base in Panama. Ted Cruz. How many of these Republicans who were, we need the president to be born in the U.S. We need the president to be born in the U.S. Ted Cruz was born in Canada. But what argument did they make? No, but he's still American because he came out of an American woman's vagina. So he's American. Well, then by that logic, even if Obama was born in Kenya, you should be saying he's American because he came out of an American woman's vagina. Double standards, hypocrisy, nonsense all over the place. They don't like him because he's black. Now, again, that's not it. So that's one aspect of it, which is if all the evidence and data is there that he's born in America, but you still say no, it's because of rank tribalism and bigotry. I get it. It's not hard to see. But then there's the other fact. Still to this day, depending on which poll you look at, some polls have it 43% of Republicans think Obama's Muslim, and there was one poll as high as 54% who think he's Muslim. Again, so these are the same people who ranted against Obama for going to Reverend Wright's church. Reverend Wright's church. Which is it? Is he a radical Christian who you think is racist against whites, or is he a Muslim? Can't be both. Can't be a Christian Muslim. So, again, where does that stem from? See, with Obama, understand, guys, I'm one of those people where I'm very, very conservative, ironically, with the charge of racism. Like, oh, you're a racist. Because it is one of those things where, you should only say it when it's totally accurate and there's a lot of evidence to back it up. You shouldn't just go around saying it because then it devalues and delegitimizes the concept of it, and it's a boy who cried wolf situation. And it could be a very hacky argument. I'm very aware of it because look at what happened with Hillary Clinton and sexism in this election. Everybody's a sexist. Bernie supporters are sexist, even though Bernie is a feminist and he's the most liberal senator in the United States. You're a sexist. You're a sexist if you disagree with Hillary. See, that's McFeminism. And then there's also McLiberalism. Oh, I'm really liberal, but you're not, and you're just doing an act. There's also McRacism. Oh, I'm going to say that X, Y, and Z is racist even though it's not because I just want to smear you. So I'm very sensitive to using the charge of racism. And if you find on this show, you can go back and look through a bunch of videos. My charges of racism are super rare and super few and far between because you need to come correct and come with the evidence if you're going to make that charge. The claim that, at least on the fringes, there's opposition to Obama based on bigotry and racism, I think is the most banal, accurate statement ever. Especially given the fact that 41% of Republicans say, I think he's Kenyan, despite all the evidence, and 43% to 54% of Republicans think he's Muslim, despite all the evidence. So, yes, Republicans are going to hate Democrats no matter what. We've seen that time and time again. We've seen it with Bill Clinton. We've seen it with other Democratic presidents. They don't like you because you're a Democrat. I got it. That's the mainstream opposition. With Obama, there was an extra level of, come on, guys. Really? This one? This one's not even American. This one's a Muslim. Even though he's not. It all stems from fear of the other. This Manchurian candidate thing of like, oh man, he's not even white. This is an issue. So again, fringe problem, yes. Most of the opposition to him is based off knee-jerk hatred of Democrats from the Republican Party. But yes, of course there's fringe, hatred of him because of racism. So I think that's a super conservative claim he's making. Again, ironically, because he's not saying it's all racism. I mean, Hillary Clinton was in the camp. It's all or most of it is sexism. He's saying, oh, look, a fringe. Yeah, that's true. And I don't know how anybody can not acknowledge that given these two giant facts that I just laid out for you.